Hi, I am Jennifer MoOrue, and this is Not So Normal, the podcast where I am crazy but also normal. Today we are going to talk about how to deal with a Capricorn. Well, for those who don't know what a Capricorn is, I am going to try to explain it for you. By try, I mean Google, of course. This is a crazy podcast, not a genius podcast, so I'm not a genius, hey? This is me trying to act smart with you right now, but we all know the truth. A Capricorn is the 10th astrological sign in the zodiac sign out of the 12 total zodiac signs. Capricorns are born between December 22nd and January 20th and belong to the earth element of the zodiac along with the Taurus and Virgo. They are all practical and self-reliant and ambitious. But before we really get deep into this, I want to give you guys a little bit of heads up of what to expect and also to let you guys know that your girl Jennifer MoOrue right here is proudly a Capricorn. So I kind of know exactly what I'm saying. And Capricorns are ruled by the planet, which makes sense since our symbol is represented by a horned goat. Some might say a fish-horned goat. Some might say a fish goat with horns. I don't know. I don't care at this point. It's a goat. Okay, so this is actually where we talk about anything and everything concerning Capricorns. To get an idea of the classic Capricorn's personality traits and type, we need to take a look at some of the most famous celeb Capricorns. We have Michelle Obama, Dolly Parton, Bradley Cooper, Zayn Malik, and Liam Hemsworth, just to name a few. Capricorns never let themselves off the hook. They are determined to show other people what they are really made of, and let's face it, a little bit obsessed with status and mapping the road to success. They may not be the fastest, cleverest, or the most talented, but hard work beats talent every time when talent doesn't work as hard. You know what I mean? That's why so many Capricorns make it. They never give up. There are literally no flies on them, as clear-eyed and down on earth with worldly wise character. As you already know, in every episode I take on a wild crazy question or topic to discuss, basically from crazy to normal, and today's topic is inspired by a certain friend who asked me earlier on to give a little bit of advice on how to deal with a Capricorn person. Capricorns have zero tolerance when it comes to being made fun of, like zero. They will hunt someone down if they feel mocked or undermined by them. Well, I guess I've been doing this wrong since I always try to prove them wrong instead. We as Capricorns are not for fancy things or dreaming up new world, but instead interested in making things better in the real world. We are always smart about how things work and like to get involved and just do it rather than read it, write it, watch it, or listen to it. If the 12 zodiac signs were given the toddler test about eat the sweet now or wait and get 2 sweets, guess who will be a winner, right? Because they make sacrifices, they can control their age, they are determined and rock solid. Capricorns love being at home, doing something useful for them. There is a big kid inside every Capricorn who wants all the sweets, drinks, bonus points, shoes, and wants them all now. If they let themselves off their own lead, they have a tendency to go a little bit of wild. I'm not kidding. So you know what the earth sign crew consists of, right? It's Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Virgo. So they all get along with each other. They are all on each other's wavelength and share similar priorities and values. There's a pragmatic, materialistic hard-headedness to them. They have no interest in the imaginative realm. It's all about money, appetite, status, and rewards. Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Virgo work together romantically, professionally, and on a friendship level. It's a big, weird loving. They can all judge for instant, pressurize and criticize each other to the end of the earth. The other signs just have to leave it to them. It's just something the earth crew do. Capricorns are all strong and protective. And Cancer loves to be loved and cared for, initiating sympathy and protection, which Capricorn will provide. In return, Capricorn value loyalty above all, and Cancer will deliver that in spades. There is an old-fashioned feel in this pairing. All in all, sometimes Capricorn actually just like to be left alone, but we all love them too much for that. Capricorn closely guard their reputation and close relationship. They can be overly concerned with outward appearance, but it's hard to argue with how good the final product looks. Get it? Capricorns are seriously matured and aware of how individualistic they are. They are associated with a careful approach and a very responsible attitude. Based on this episode so far, I feel like this discussion just went from crazy to normal, which happens to be our slogan, by the way, #crazy to normal. The point of this podcast is to take a crazy situation and try to make the best out of it. I am pretty sure I'm doing great at this moment. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. You never know until someone tells you, right? Now let me dive in deep into this topic and give you guys 10 tips on how to deal with a Capricorn. You might as well take that notepad and a pen and write this down, okay? Number 1, what Capricorn asks for from their partner. Capricorn is among one of the most responsible and mature signs of the zodiac. They often feel the whole weight of the world on their shoulder, knowing what needs to be done in just the right. They see what needs to be ordered when no one else does, and that makes them quite intense workaholic. They really don't waste those efforts if they don't see you equally interested in the relationship. So what they ask for in a partner is a sense of responsibility. Don't play around with a Capricorn. It totally goes against all they stand for. Furthermore, even though they might not realize this themselves, a Capricorn often looks for a fun side of the one they choose to be in a relationship with. So that is to say, they will love it when you not only show how responsible you are, but also make them laugh, experience the world with you, and lift some of the weight off their shoulder. If you manage to provide them with such respite, you will most likely to win their heart right away. Number 2, how they express their love. Capricorns are among the rare kind of people who believe they truly live up to the max of actions speak louder than words. They only say what they mean, emotions being paramount to their words rather than empty words and promises. So they might not make grand declaration of their feelings of love and care for you. They will show you by their actions. When you don't hear them saying loving things as much as you would like, don't make the mistake of assuming they don't love you. Give them the chance to show you instead in their own time. Besides, just because someone doesn't express their love for you with words and such doesn't imply they don't love us with all they have. Number 3, who are Capricorns most compatible with? Capricorns find it very easy to commit to someone who appreciates and accepts their crave sense of duty, love for their work, and how they sometimes put it before everything else, but at the same time encourages them to take a little break without giving them a wrong idea. Keeping in mind, signs like Cancer, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Libra are most compatible with a Capricorn. On the other hand, signs like Gemini and Sagittarius will bring out the fun and excitement into a Capricorn's life, but their flirtiness might tick them off. Number 4, how to make a Capricorn open up. Being very practical and serious people, Capricorns take a lot of time to open up. They need to be completely sure if they are really dependable and responsible about the relationship they are. Unlike other signs, they are not impulsive at all. Or do they just fall head over heels for someone and have very specific goals for their relationship? Therefore, if you want them to open up to you, you need to assure them of your reliability, seriousness, and the relationship and your true intention about being committed to them. Number 5, what turns them on? Even though Capricorns come off as the serious mature type, that they are not to say they have a dull personality altogether. Being an earth sign, after all, they have a very physical creature too. That means they like to be practical and not physical only in their relationship. Doing things like reading the Kama Sutra, trying out new techniques in bed, and so forth are some of the turns on for a Capricorn. They like to know their partner's physical needs are met apart from emotional and mental ones. Being practical as well sensible about their actions, Capricorns know better than to remain stuck on their dividing lines about sex and love. They have both factors together to make their relationship a healthy one instead of it being on the other side alone. Number 6, their deepest secret. The mountain goat is used to represent Capricorns. They are the kind of people who like to stay at the top of the pyramid. To be the best and flawless in whatever they invest their time and effort in their relationship. Therefore, failure is the greatest fear of a Capricorn. They will much rather stay silent about their wickedness and insecurities, but they are mostly vulnerable and fail at the risk at hand. They need a partner who crops their doubts and fears, give them hope and support, succeed, and someone who is there for them when they appear at their wickedness, and instead of pointing out the cracks in their armor, make sure you pinpoint its brilliance and make Capricorn stand up on their feet once again. Number 7, what to avoid with a Capricorn. The fear of failing eats away a Capricorn's heart and soul inside. No one knows what a burden of responsibility and duties like a Capricorn does. If they make some errors on the way, do not make the foolish mistake of hitting it out instantly. Instead, give them all the support and positivity you can, even though the slightly bit of harsh criticism can lead a Capricorn into a deepest ups of depress them right away. Being reserved, they will rarely show you what they are feeling. So instead of prying your way into their mind state forcefully, be patient with them. Trust them to handle their mistake, but at the same time, do not stay far away from offering them a helping hand. Such an overactive sense of duty and responsibility, Capricorn tend to burn themselves out, snuffing out whatever sparks of love and loneliness they have left inside them. So they need a constant high dose of unconditional support from their partner from time to time. Number 8, how to communicate with a Capricorn. Capricorn are the serious type. They always have a lot of work to do. So do not bother in wasting their time in fulfilling formalities and making small talks. They are pretty honest about what they say and get to the point of discussion right away. If you want to communicate with a Capricorn effectively, be straight to the point and clear about your intention. Do not make small talks. A Capricorn will much rather open up to you quicker if you do not make their time with small talks and unnecessary details that you both know should be left unsaid. Number 9, the importance of spirituality for a Capricorn. Everyone prefers different methods of relaxation at the end of the long working day. When it comes to a Capricorn, they prefer something much simpler. They need spirituality to relax and take off the edge of their body and soul. Without a partner who communicates to them on a spiritual level, a Capricorn often feels empty. Life becomes nothing but a wasteland to them. Therefore, being with a Capricorn will become fairly easily when you listen to them and talk to them about spiritual topics. Even if you don't understand, it's fine. Just listen to them patiently. They will love you all more if you indulge in spiritual aspects of life with them. Dig deep into those aspects with them and try to understand it as a whole. Number 10, how to make it last forever with a Capricorn. Being the kind of people who takes responsibility and commitment very seriously, Capricorn looks for a conventional marriage and having a family together deal. If you want to love a Capricorn and make your relationship last forever, no matter how long that forever might be, all you have to do is approach your Capricorn with pure respect, fidelity, and understanding. They do not waste their time and effort on something they are not sure will last forever. Sticking around for small things is not in their cards for them. They only work towards a goal when they're totally sure that it will actually go somewhere. Do not approach a Capricorn for a serious commitment unless you are sure that both of you want the same thing and have the same respect for each other. You might find more exciting partner than a Capricorn, but never one who is steadfast. Keeping all these facts about a Capricorn in mind, you can really head towards developing a stable, healthy relationship that will last a long time, giving you a total respect, love, and care that you deserve. A Capricorn committed to you will show you all the reasons it never worked out with someone else. Their reliability and sense of humor and duty is to prove you wrong about choosing to remain single all your life. Not many relationships come out of a pure, generous, and stable as a Capricorn does. Anyways, does this episode resonate your experience with a Capricorn? Let me know in the comment section below or send me a voice note through Anchor FM. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Just let me know what you guys think about the podcast. Make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. And follow us on Instagram at normal.podcast. Tune in next Thursday for another episode. I am Jennifer MoOrue. You are listening to Not So Normal, the podcast where I am crazy but also normal. Peace.